Kodiak Cakes. Yummy. Stay tuned. This episode of the Dollar Saving Divas podcast is brought to you by renttherunway.com.
You'll find more than 200,000 pieces and 400 designers in the Rent the Runway closet. For any event you might be attending, formal, cocktail, or festive, you can get 4 or 8 day designer rentals for a fraction of the price. Anything you want, one flat price.
And when you click the link on our Dollar Saving Divas Facebook page, you'll save even more and help keep this podcast free.
Look great and save money too at renttherunway.com.
Today we have Nathan Lord with us, who's the CFO of Kodiak Cakes. And Nathan, you have to explain about what the name even means to me. Because it's the logo's a bear. So I didn't even know this, but Leslie told me it was a bear, kind of bear, right?
Yeah. So there really is no connection to, any bears. It sort of just started the family that started it as the Clark family. And as they sat around the kitchen table and debated what should we call this homemade recipe that they got from their grandpa, that they were then turning into a box mix. They said, well, we've always loved Kodiak, Alaska, and kind of what that stands for, the pristine wilderness. And these are kind of hearty, traditional American flapjacks. So maybe we give it the name Kodiak Cakes, and thus it was born. That's kind of the story.
Well, it started, 1994, I think?
Yeah, 94 was when it first went from, like I said, the grandfather's homemade recipe into a box mix. That's when the company started.
Well, I have to tell you, I've tried several of the products. Leslie just tried it this morning.
I'm eating right now. I'm eating a double dark chocolate minute muffin, which is fabulous. Yeah. Really good. And it's got a lot of protein in it.
Breakfast of champions. That's what we're calling it. Well, I have to tell you that the minute muffins are awesome. I have had the mountain blueberry, which is so good. And I have to tell you what I did. So I made the muffin in the little container. Then I cut the container off and I put some warm butter on the muffin, and it was really good. Oh, it was awesome. Also, she's got the double chocolate, but the apple cinnamon oat, they are just to die for. I mean, I'm really impressed. I was like, a little cup with a muffin and to cook it in a minute. My daughter and her boyfriend have been eating them every day. He takes it to work. Oh my gosh. And he loves the blueberry. He goes, and he likes the blueberry flapjack too. Now, personally, I think it's the blueberry and maple. I have to tell you what I did on this one too, Leslie. I don't know if I told you this. I took the flapjack on the go, which is, a little container like that. I did replace it. I didn't put the quarter of a cup of water. I did the quarter of a cup of milk. And then, because I wanted to kind of see what the difference was. And then after I cooked it, buttermilk and maple flapjack. Then I put a little more butter. And then I put maple syrup on it.
So it's extra healthy.
Yeah. And I'm not even a breakfast eater, so I just kind of pretended it was dessert. But it was really, they really are an awesome product. And I mean, who came up with the idea of doing something like that in a cup?
That's a good question. Our product development team is pretty dynamic, and in the early days, there weren't a lot of people around. I mean, up until 2 years ago, we were a 10-person company. So most of the product development was done by Joel Clark, the CEO, and Cameron Smith, the COO. They've kind of been partners in crime for about 9 or 10 years now, and they kind of oversee all of our product development to this day. All the samples, everything that we try go through those guys. And so that muffin cup, that was I don't know where they pulled that one out of, but it sure is a winning product. I love it, like you guys expressed too. I do the same thing. Plenty of butter, plenty of syrup, maybe some whipped cream every now and then.
Ooh, whipped cream, or ice cream with that double chocolate thing would be good.
Yeah.
Oh, Leslie, I think we need to do that.
Yeah. Oh, so all your products they're whole grain. And I'm looking at one of the energy cakes, and you've got flax seed in here, I think. So they're all pretty, you've got a lot of really good things in here that add protein and you got B vitamins. So talk a little bit about that, like how you are you trying to balance, that it's good nutrition, but how do you get it to taste really good and be good for you?
Yeah. Well, that is kind of what our company is based upon. So, originally we set out to restore the flapjack tradition for the American frontier, and that was made with whole grains, whole oats, And it was a very hearty, healthy product. And most of the products on today's market in the pancake section are white flour, white sugar, kind of empty calories. And so that kind of got us pointed in the right direction towards there's more to pancake than just, fluffy taste. It can actually be healthy. And so that kind of got us experimenting with other grains and other, inclusions like flax and chia, and that ultimately led to the idea that we could fortify them with additional protein. And that's when the company really exploded, because that all of a sudden invited all of us back into the pancake category to eat pancakes again, because we got a lot of protein out of it too. So that's kind of been the strategy.
To justify that big breakfast.
Well, I know you have gluten-free also, flapjack and waffle mix. And then talk a little bit about some of the other products that you have, because I know you have they sent me some really great samples, of which, by the way, when we are going to do a giveaway of some of these, some of them are actually like cornbread and desserts, and then you have syrups. You've got all kinds of products. So talk a little bit about the other products that you have.
Yeah, there's a lot. We've sort of opened Pandora's box and realized that we can go into a lot of places and create a lot more products than just pancakes. And I think that in very short order, people might come to know Kodiak Cakes as a company that also makes pancakes, not a pancake company that also makes cornbread or also makes brownies. So those are some of the items that we're launching in 2018. We have some cornbread SKUs, additional brownie items, both in a cup and in a box. We have some more minute muffins, some more protein fortified muffins and flapjack cups. We have our frozen waffles that launched in last summer. I don't know if you guys have tried those yet, but those are fantastic. Same thing, Eggo style toaster waffle.
Oh no, protein. I didn't see that. I did notice the other day when we were we have Kroger stores here that Kroger carries your product. At least they carry the flapjack and waffle mix. I'm going to actually ask the manager there what other products that he carries of yours, and if they don't carry the little muffin ones, I'm going to tell them they need to carry those. Because what section would those be in if they had them? Because it's a dry product, so it can just sit on the shelf.
Yeah.
Is that in the cereal section or in the what section in the grocery store would it be?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Cake mix.
Sometimes they set them in different places. Yeah. Sometimes they're near the cake mix. Sometimes they're near the oatmeal because they're kind of a cup item, a breakfast on the go item. Sometimes they're in the pancake section. It's sort of a section of its own. And Kroger, in fact, I think is really starting to focus on the go items. And as far as I understand, they're going to actually create a section of entirely on the go products that you can find our cup items in and other cup items in that would just be kind of convenience items. So look for us there too.
Oh, I will definitely do that. Now, talk a little bit about the price points of these products a little bit. I think the cake or the flapjack and waffle mixes run like $5 something in the Kroger stores, I think.
Yeah. So across the country, you'll see it anywhere from $4.99 to $5.99, depending upon the retailer. Our cup items are, usually around $2.50 to $3.50 per item. Then on promotion, sometimes you'll get 2 for $3 or 3 for $4 promotional items. But everyday pricing is about $2.50 to $2.50 per cup, and about $4 to $5 for a box. And that's pretty standard across cornbreads, brownies. Most of our items are priced very similarly across categories. So
well, and the boxes are pretty good size. I mean, you get quite a bit out of them, and I think that it's really good that just water basically with any of these products.
Yeah, you can. They're all just add water. Some of our box muffins are more of like a traditional, that you make in a muffin pan that you add egg or some sort of fat like an oil or a butter. But the majority of our products are just add water to keep that convenience factor. A lot of them, like you did, I like to add milk in mine instead of water, or I'll add an extra egg to put some more protein in it. So you can always experiment and play with it, but the basis of them is, just add water. They're simple and easy to make.
Well, I think they're great products, and I'm looking forward to having our Kroger stores have more of them. I think it's great.
Yeah.
How many employees does the company have now?
Company is up to, we're up to probably about 48.
Wow.
So we've just kind of, I was employee number 12, and I started about two and a half years ago, and so I've been here and watched our ranks grow significantly, and we're starting to burst out of the space we're in, and it's been a fun ride. We're continuing to add to our team and have a great team here. So
well, I think it's awesome. I just think it's a great product, and it sounds like it's obviously becoming very successful. I'm glad they're in in our neighborhood now, so we can try them. And you've been a great interview today. And I think Leslie's still eating. She's over there eating her.
I'm still eating this muffin.
Yeah,
you know what? It's really filling. Like
they are very filling.
It's a big serving,
and I think they're only like 200 and some calories.
Yeah, you figured. Yeah, this is 270 calories.
And that's
that'll hold you all morning. That's what I love about it. You can have that, and that'll hold you till lunchtime or a little bit later. So
and then you can have a flapjack or a waffle.
Exactly.
Well, Nathan, thank you so much, and good luck to you and your company. And Kodiak Cakes, look for them in your store.
Thanks so much.
We've heard from so many of you, our Dollar Saving Divas podcast listeners, that you're having a difficult time leaving a rating and review for the podcast in iTunes. So here's a painless way to do it.
Go to www.pleasereviewmypodcast.com/DSD for an easy step-by-step tutorial to follow. That's www.pleasereviewmypodcast.com/DSD.
Reviewing and rating our podcast in iTunes helps us in so many ways, but most importantly, we get your feedback on what you like about the podcast.
Thanks for being a listener and subscriber and going to www.pleasereviewmypodcast.com/DSD.
Thanks for listening to the Dollar Saving Divas. If you have ideas for an upcoming episode, we would love to hear from you. Just head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/DollarSavingDivas and share your comments. Our podcast is available on iTunes, iHeartMedia, or your favorite podcast player. Thanks again for listening.
Circle270media.com